My mother startles me in the middle of the night. She's standing outside my bedroom door calling my name out urgently in a stage whisper. Robin, Robin. I'm still not quite awake when I stumble out of bed and meet her in the hall. I'd thought the voice was in my dream. She's got a flashlight and shines it at me when she sees me. I'm naked and she offers me a dressing gown. Do you want to put this on? Uh-huh. I'm still blinking. My arms are tightly clasped around my torso and I'm stooping over a little. I'm chilling, half asleep. You sure? Uh-huh. I keep hearing something outside my room, she says. In the yard. I didn't mean to wake you, but I want someone else to hear it. She sounds almost apologetic. That's okay. I follow my mother down the long hall to her room. All the lights are on in her room, and with my eyes just now adjusting, it looks even more light than it is. We both stand there a moment, as if we've forgotten why we're there. You can hear it best from here. I open the window. I follow her to the one open window and feel how cold it is out there. It does it every couple minutes or so, she tells me. I don't know what it is. What if it's someone hurt? She sounds like a child. Or an animal. Oh, that's it. She catches her breath, but not quickly enough for us to hear the cry distinctly. It'll do it again, she whispers. My mother and I hunch by the drafty window and stare out into the dark. Now she's drawing her arms up too and is hugging her chest tightly like me. I can feel the warmth of my hands in my armpits and the cold against my exposed stomach and thighs. My skin begins to prickle up. I look out at the yard to hear the sound. But I can't help watching out of the corner of my eye, my mother. There could be anything inside her little robe tonight. She looks very small, like all that's beneath those bones. I feel so different from her. Every part of my body is visible, naked. And then I think of how long it's been since my mother has seen the way I look. And I remember her always sitting across from me on the toilet, talking to me when I took my bath until I was in 3rd grade. And then I think how, though I don't remember any of this, and I never will, she does remember me in my small baby body when I was her baby. I'm suddenly self-conscious, realizing how much she has seen me and watched me, how she knows and remembers things about my body and growth, things I did and was that I will never know, and she could never pass on to me, even if she tried to say them to me. Then I'm especially self-conscious as I think this, because for an instant I think, if she knew all those things, then she must know everything, must even be able to read my mind, like right now. How could she not be able to, when she has watched my face and body and movement for so many years, since the time I was inside of her, part of her body, and then so close as to be almost a part of it, and then when I grew away from it? I'm afraid she knows I'm thinking this, and I hug my arms closer to myself, like I'm trying to keep this secret from her. But then, quick as an optical illusion, I see that my mother has no idea what I'm thinking. The only thing exposed is my body. She looks tiny and small under her little thin nightgown, like she's trying, in a pitiful way, to protect herself from something. Then, both of us hear it. It's not a sound like you could make, but it sounds like a sound you'd think about and want to make if you could, because it sounds exactly like a way you feel sometimes, but can't say. That's it, she says. What do you think? It's not human, I answer. It's got to be an animal, but it doesn't sound like it's in pain. It sounds lost or something. Or maybe it lost something? Her tone is half question, half suggestion. We don't say anything else but stand there silent, waiting. What I can hear is our breathing, both of us, and for a second I can't tell the two sounds apart, as if they were not separate. I also hear the whisper of leaves and another sound that is only the sound of night. Well, that's it, my mother says with relief. She turns to me and raises her arms in a soap-wet gesture. I just had to have you here and tell me I wasn't crazy. She looks at me when I don't say anything. Her voice changes totally, back into the actress she wants me to believe she is. I've been hearing it now for ages now, literally ages. Well, a few nights anyway. She laughs like she's at a cocktail party, and I can imagine her at this party telling the story to a group of her admirers, her shoulders and fine neck bare, the fingers of her left hand clasped gently in the thin stem of a glass, the cigarette holder in her right hand, gracefully punctuating the story from which my role has, without a trace, you could even say miraculously, disappeared. Don't worry, Mom, I say carefully. She doesn't correct me. I heard it too. I want to smile to her, and I think I do. And I think she looks back at me with a certain look, and I think we both know something. When I'm back in my bed, the sheets are cold, and I realize how cold I am too. Then I think of my mother and how strange and large and square her room looked to me just now. I lift the blankets from my face and feel the chill of the air against me. I hadn't realized how long it had been since I'd been in her room. And it's only a few paces from mine. Our lives take place so close to one another. My mother is alone now in her room, in bed, reading the Hollywood Reporter with her half glasses. And I imagine her startled by the sound of this thing that is an animal looking for something. And I remember her childlike voice when she offered me her dressing gown to keep the cold off me, and how she looked when I walked behind her, and the light from the flashlight across her like a silhouette. All of this happened only moments ago, but I think of it with the kind of sadness you feel for something long, long ago that you can't have again, but you tell yourself you'd want to if you could. It's like looking through the wrong end of the binoculars, and everything close to you is hopelessly far away, out of reach, like something you can't touch. Because we've missed something, my mother and I. At least I know I have. And I think my mother must have too. Because it was something both of us wanted, wasn't it? But maybe my mother didn't want to know exactly what I do. Maybe my desire is too much. Maybe it was enough for her to know that someone else had heard it, but not need to know what it was. So that's in a fiction, a novel about a family with various states of relationship and not. I want to move forward from that story of miscommunication, misverbal communication.